Assalamu alaikum. Consider the word lam and the word lamma and even the word li. But first, let's remove the word li and deal with the word lam and lamma. What are the differences, or what is the difference between these two words? These two words, you can find them in the Quran and even in other Arabic texts. Let me give you two examples to justify that these two words, they have different meanings. The first one is Lam yadhhab Muhammadun ila al-madrasati. The second is Lamma yadhhab Muhammadun ila al-madrasati. Now, what is the meaning of the first sentence? The first sentence simply means Muhammad did not go to the school. The second is Muhammad is yet to go to the school. What do you think is the difference between these two? The first statement is a categorical statement saying that Muhammad did not go to the school in the past. But we don't know if he has gone to the school now. But in the past, he did not go to the school. As for the second sentence, it is saying that generally Muhammad did not go in the past, and up to the moment when this speech is being given, he has not yet gone to the school. So what this means is that the first one, lam, it is used to negate an action not being performed in the past only, not extended to this present time when the speaker is making the utterances. While the second, lamma, it is used in that an action has not been performed in the past, and up to the moment of takallum, up to the moment of speaking, such action has not been performed. And that is why the word lam, we could simply say it means not. While lamma means what? Not yet, meaning up to the moment. And these two words, they have the same grammatical function, which I will let you know further in this video. Now, coming to the li, this lam which we had removed at the beginning of the lesson. This lam is called lamul amr. To explain this in details, let's consider these two sentences. The first one says, idhab ila al-madrasati. Go to the school. This you can convey it differently by simply saying litadhhab ila al-madrasati. You should go to the school. Both of these two sentences are used to command someone to perform an action. However, the formats are different. The first one, we simply used a command tense, fi'lun amr, to show the command or to command. While in the second sentence, we are using a present tense verb, which is tadhhabu, with accompanying it with the lamul amr, the lam of command. So this is to say, this lam which is being attached to the tadhhab, it is what? Called lamul amr, which is a command lam. So I can simply say liyadhhab kullu talibin ila al-madrasati. Every student should go to the school. I can even say liyakul kullu talibin ta'ama. Every student should eat his food. So whenever you want to make a command, you can use the command form of the verb to command directly by saying kul, eat, or you can say litakul, eat. So this lam of amr is called the lam of command. Now, what is the topic of today? What is the connection between this lam al amr and also the word lamma and even lam? Recall that previously in the previous episodes which we have done sometimes ago, we told you that the present tense verbs originally, we know them to carry dhamma. That's why we can have words like tadhhabu, you are going. I will say anta tadhhabu, you are going. Anta ta'kulu, you are eating. But these present tense verbs, there are several reasons that could make them to carry fatha at the end or even sukun. And one of the reasons, or two of the words, particles, which could make a present tense verb to carry sukun is the particle lam, which we call lamun nafi, the lam of negation, or la and nahiya, the la of prohibition. An example, I say lam adhhab إلى المدرسة. I did not go to the school. So the word أذهب is made to carry sukun by the coming of the word lam. So lam أذهب, lam yakul, he did not eat. The same way for the la and nahiya, the la of prohibition, I will say la ta'kul, don't eat. The word ta'kul originally is ta'kul, you are eating. But if I want to command you or to prohibit you from eating, I will simply say la ta'kul, don't eat. Now, these are two particles which we have already learned that could make a present tense verb to carry sukun. However, there are other particles. The other particles we are mentioning in this lesson is the particle lamma and the lam al-amr, which I had told you. That's why we say lamma yadhhab aliyun ila al-madrasati. Ali is yet to go to the school. Lamma, or has not yet gone to the school. Lamma, you can see. So when I say lamma, it will be yadhhab, not yadhhabu. So this is to say that lamma will make a present tense verb to also carry sukun. وَلَمَّا يَعْلَمِ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا مِنْكُمْ وَيَعْلَمَ الصَّابِرِينَ. You can see وَلَمَّا يَعْلَمِ اللَّهُ. The word ya'lam there is carrying sukun. The only reason why you see it in that as carrying kesra is iltiqa sakinain. Originally it carries sukun. وَلَمَّا يَعْلَمْ. MashaAllah. Now the second is the lamul amr. That's why I say litadhhab ila al-madrasati. Go to the school. Litakul ta'ama. Eat the food. So the word takul and tadhhab will carry sukun. And as we move on in our book An-Nahwul Wadih, which I recommend that every one of us should purchase their copy, or you can download the PDF file to the link I will shall place for you in description box, so you can unveil a lot of Arabic grammar rules. In today's lesson, we are on the topic Jawazimul Fi'l al-Mudari', the words which make a present tense verb, or the particles which make present tense verbs to carry sukun, to be in the jussive case. First, number one, al-adawatu allati tajzimu fi'lan wahida. The particles which make a single verb, a single present tense verb to carry sukun, meaning that there are other particles which can even make up to two present tense verb to carry sukun in a sentence. We'll come to that. So today we are going to be discussing about these two, which they only make a single present tense verb to carry sukun. Let's go to al-amthila. Here we have number one, kabirul gulamu. The boy has grown. Walamma yatahadhab, and he is yet to be cultured. He is yet to be well mannered. He's yet to be morally upright. Can you see? Kabirul gulamu walamma yatahadhab. The word yatahadhab is carrying sukun because of lamma, he's yet. Number two, we have dhahaba rasulu walamma ya'ud. The messenger has gone and he is yet to return. Lamma ya'ud. MashaAllah. Number three, we have banal amiru qasran. The prince built what do we call qasr? A castle, a palace. Walamma yaskunhu, and he is yet to live in it. Yaskun. I see. Number four, we have taba zar'u walamma yahsud. The plant walamma yahsud. The plant has become the plant has arrived. Walamma yahsud, but it's yet to be harvested. Walamma yahsud. MashaAllah. Number five, we have litajtanib kathrat al-mizahi. Stay away from much play and amusement and mockery. Number six, we have liyaftah aliyun nafida. Ali should open the door, the window. Number seven, we have liyutqin kullu insanin amala. Every human should perfect his work. Lastly, we have liyuwakkir sagirukum kabirakum. The small people, the young ones amongst you should honor, should respect the bigger ones. Now we have al-bahthu, which is research, and here we are going to make serious explanation about this topic. Number, we have taqaddama lana fil juz'i al-awwal. In the first volume of this book, An-Nahwul Wadih, whose link is placed above, we have done all the videos there, you can go back to it. we have learned that the word lam, wala an-nahiya, and the la of prohibition, tajzimani fi'lan mudari'an wahidan, that these two words, lam and la and nahiya, they both will put a present tense verb into carrying sukun, just a single present tense verb. وهنا نأتي على بقية الأدوات التي تعمل هذا العمل فنقول, and in this lesson we are going to bring forth the remaining particles which also follow lam and la in their power of making a present tense verb carry sukun. What are they? First, we have إذا بحثنا في الأمثلة الأربعة الأولى. If we look through and search through, if we study through the first four examples that we have above, وجدنا أن المثال الأول يدل على أن الغلام لم يتهذب في الزمن الماضي. We would find out that the first example which says كبر الغلام ولما يتهذب, the boy has become grown up and is yet to be cultured. You see that the boy is not cultured up to in the past. The boy was not cultured. The boy was not well mannered. He's not morally upright. وأنه بكي كذلك إلى زمن المتكلم, and the boy remains like that up to the time that this statement was made. Can you see? That is why the word lamma is used. The boy was not cultured yesterday, and up to today he is not. So وأن المثال الثاني, and when you look through the second example also, يدل على أن الرسول, the second example also points out that the messenger لم يعد في زمن الماضي, did not return in the past period. وأنه استمر كذلك إلى زمن التكلم, and the messenger remains in such a situation that he has not returned up to the moment of uttering the statement. وهذا يقال في المثالين الآخرين, and this we can also say in the last two examples of the four examples. فهذه الأمثلة الأربعة إذا تفيد نفي الأفعال المضارع الأربعة التي اشتملت عليها. You will now see that all of these four examples, they are pointing out to us that the actions were not performed in the period. وتفيد أن هذا النفي مستمر إلى زمن التكلم, and that these present tense verbs which are negated, that these actions were not or did not occur in the past, the same way they've not occurred up to the time of speaking. وإذا نظرنا إلى أواخر هذه الأفعال المضارعة الأربعة وجدناها مجزومة. One thing you need to know is that if you should look at all of the present tense verbs which are being used in these four examples, the ending you will find that they are in the jussive case, the jazmu case, carrying sukun. فأي لفظ في الأمثلة المذكورة التي أفاد هذا النفي. Then what is that word which has caused this nafi, this negation? Which word in these sentences have made this sentence to become a negative sentence? وسبب هذا الجمع, and what is the reason behind that make these words to be carrying sukun? ذلك اللفظ هو لما, and that word is the word lamma. It is that word lamma that you see in all of the four sentences that make us to know that these sentences are negative sentences. وعلى هذا فلما تشبه لم في المعنى والعمل, and upon this we can say that lamma, it is similar to the word lam in terms of meaning and also work, meaning they mean the same thing and also work. What do we have here? We have غير أن النفي بها يستمر إلى زمن التكلم. The only difference between lam and lamma is that when you negate a statement with the word lamma, the negation continues. The negation stays up to the time of speaking. وإذا نظرنا إلى الأمثلة الأربعة الأخيرة. Now, if we are to look at the last four examples, from example 5 to 8, وجدنا المتكلم في المثال الأول. You will find out that the speaker in the first example يأمر المخاطب باجتناب المزاح الكثير. You will see that the speaker in the first example, that's the fifth example, you will see that the speaker is prohibiting the listener, the person is talking to the second person, from much play and much jokes. ووجدنا في المثال الثاني, and in the second example, which is example number 6, you will find out that the speaker يأمر عليا بفتح النافذة is commanding Ali to open the window. وكذلك نجده في المثالين الأخيرين. The same way you find it in the last two examples. آمر بالإتقان, that in the seventh example it is he is commanding that one should have perfection in his work. والتوقير, and is commanding respect in the last example. فالأفعال المضارعة في الأمثلة الأربعة الأخيرة. Now the present tense verbs found in these last four examples قد صارت مفيدة للأمر. All of the present tense verbs have now are now giving the meaning of command word. وإذا تأملنا وآخرها. If we are to look at this present tense verb, you look at their end is the last letters of the present tense verb جميعا مجزومة. You find out that they are all in Joseph case carrying sukun. فما الذي أكسبها معنى الأمر. Then what now make this present tense verb to now have the meaning of a command? وما الذي جزم آخرها. And what is that word, that particle which has changed the ending of this present tense verb to sukun? وإذا بحثنا لم نجد لذلك سببا سوى اللام التي دخلت عليها. No matter how you try to look through this, you will not find any word which has caused this present tense verb to have the meaning of a command and to carry sukun except the lam which has been introduced into them. ومن أجل ذلك, it is for this reason سميت هذه اللام لام الأمر, that this type of lam is called the lam of command, lam al-amr, the imperative lam. So from this topic, you now understood that the word lamma, what it does is to change a verb into the negative, is to negate an action one, and to change the verb into carrying sukun, and the negation will extend up to the time of speaking. While the word lam ul amr, the lead here, it is a command lam which changes a present tense verb into the command meaning and give it the Joseph case, making it to carry sukun. Here we have al-qaida, the rule. The rule states that من الأدوات التي تجزم فعلا مضارعا واحدا. Among the particles which changes a present tense verb, just a single present tense verb, into carrying sukun, lam is the word lamma and lamul amr, the lam of command. Wal ula, the first one, which is lamma, tufidu nafiya kalam. It shows, it gives us the meaning of negation, just like the word lam. غير أن النفي بها يستمر إلى زمن التقدم. The only difference is that its own negation extends up to the time of speaking. والثانية تجعل المضارع مفيدا للأمر. As for the second particle, which is the lam al-amr, it changes a present tense verb into carrying the meaning of a command. And from this, no doubt you already understood the difference between lam and lamma, and how lam, lamma, and lam al-amr change a present tense verb into carrying sukun. Here we have an exercise. This exercise, after solving it, you will now know if you really understand this topic. And if you don't stay back from pointing to where you are making mistake or where you don't understand in the comment section. So in our next video, we can treat that, inshallah. Here we have تمرينات exercises. تمرين الأول. The first exercise says ضع الأفعال المضارعة الآتية. The following present verbs, place them في الجمل المفيدة, in complete sentences. وأدخل عليها لما, and introduce the word لما into them. وضبط أواخرها. After introducing لما into them, record the ending sukun that ends it, dhamma that ends it, or kisra, or even fatha. The first word is yusafiru. I can say رجع محمد ولما يسافر. Muhammad returned and he is yet to travel. يقرأ. I can say دخل علي ولما يقرأ. Ali entered and he is yet to read. Next we have يوقد. I can say حضر الأب ولما يوقد المصباح. The father is present, or the father attended and is yet to put the misbah to light. Next we have yati. I can say ذهب الطالب ولما يأتي. The student went and is yet to return, to come. Yansa. I can say I say حفظ محمد حفظ الطالب القرآن ولما ينسى. The student memorized the Quran and is yet to forget it. يفهم. I can say علمت الطالب الموضوع ولما يفهم. I taught the student the topic and he's yet to understand. Next we have yasfu. I can say kadirol. I can say kadirol doimu ولما يسفو. The cloud has become misty and is yet to become clear. MashaAllah. Tamrinu Thani, exercise number 2, it says, ضع الأفعال المضارعة الآتية في جمل مفيدة. Place the following present verbs in complete sentences. وأدخل عليها لام الأمر, and introduce into each of them the lam of command. وضبط أواخرها, and record the ending of each of them. The first one we have the word يدعو. I can say ليدعو كل طالب ليدعو كل داء بالحكمة. Every caller should call with wisdom. Next we have يأمر. I can say ليأمر كل مدرس طلابه بالمجاهدة. Every teacher should command his students with effort, that they should make effort. Next, I can say now the word yagofiru. I can say liyagofir akhiri li, my brother should forgive me. The word yasma'u, here I can say liyasma' kullu talibin kalami. Every student should listen to hear my word. The next word is what yarmi. Liyarmi Muhammadun ma fi yadi. Muhammad should throw what is in his hand. The word yantabi, I can say liyantabi hilharisu. The guard should be careful, should be watchful. Lastly, we have liyaroda. I can say liyaroda kullu muslimin biqada'illah. Every Muslim should be pleased with the qada, the decree of Allah. Tamrin al-Thalith, number 3, we have iqra'il amthilat al-atiyah. Read the following examples. Wada' lamma badalan min lam, and replace the word lam with the word lamma in each of them. Yasdu fi dhalik, in whichever of the example that you can do that it fits. Now we have lam nadhhab ila al-hadiqati amsi. We did not go to the garden yesterday. Here you cannot say lamma because this is restricted to yesterday. Number 2, we have lam yahdur walidi min as-safar. My father did not return from journey. I can say lamma yahdur walidi min as-safari. My father is yet to return from the journey. Next, we have nazal al-mataru wa lam yanqati. The rain fell and did not stop. I can say nazal al-mataru wa lamma yanqati. Next, lam azuri al-barihata ahadan. I did not visit anyone yesterday. So here you cannot use lamma. Next, we have lam tarbah tijaratuna fil amil madi. Our trade did not profit in the last year. We can say lamma tarbah tijaratuna fil amil madi. Oh, okay, this one we can also put lamma here. Next, we have da'at asoya wa lam ajidha. I can say da'at asoya wa lamma ajidha. MashaAllah. Tamrin Arabic exercise number 4, it says ضع بدل كل جملة من الجمل الآتية. Place as a replacement in the following sentences جملة أخرى. Replace each of the following sentences with a different sentence موافقة لها في المعنى, which conveys the same meaning, بحيث يكون فعلها مضارعا, in a way that the new sentence will have its verb as a present tense verb. Number 1, we have ma safara akhi ila al-an. My brother did not travel up till now. I will say lamma yusafir akhi. Number 2, we have nam mubakkiran wa staykid mubakkiran. Sleep early and wake early. I will say nam litanam mubakkiran wa litastaykid mubakkiran. Number 3, we have irham ad-da'ifa. Have mercy on the weak. I can say litarham ad-da'ifa. Number 4, we have mantahat shita'u ila al-an. The winter has not stopped up till now. So we say lamma yantahi shita'u. Number 5, we have istami' nusha walidik. Listen to the advice of your father. I will say litastami' nusha walidik. Lastly, igsil famaka qabla an-nawm. brush your mouth, wash your mouth before sleep. So we say لتغسل فمك قبل النوم. MashaAllah. Last exercise is تمرين الخمس. Exercise number 5 it says, number 1 says كون جملتين في كل منهما فعل مضارع صحيح الآخر مجزوم باللام. You have to form 2 sentences. Each of the sentence should have a verb which has a sound ending. The verb should not end with a sick letter like wa or ya or alif. And the verb should be in the jussive case carrying sukun because of the word lamma. So first I can say raja'tu min al-madrasati wa lamma akul. I returned from the school and I'm yet to eat. Second sentence I can say tabakhat ummi wa lamma ta'kul. My mother cooked and she is yet to eat. Number 2 says كون جملتين في كل منهما فعل مضارع. We have to form 2 sentences. Each of the sentence should have a present tense verb معتل الآخر. This present tense verb should have a sick ending. The last letter should be a sick letter, either alifun or wa or ya. Majzumun bilamma, and this letter should be in the present tense verb should be in the jussive case carrying sukun with the word lamma. I can say ذهبنا إلى القاضي ولما يقضي. We went to the judge and he is yet to pass judgment. I can say دعونا الله له ولما يهدي. We have prayed to Allah for him and he is yet to guide him. Number 3 we have كون جملتين في كل منهما فعل مضارع صحيح الآخر مجزوم باللام الأمر. You have to form 2 sentences. Each of them should have a present tense verb which has a sound ending, and this present tense verb should be carrying sukun because of lam al-amr. First one I can say ليذهب علي إلى المطعم. Ali go to the dining. Next I can say لتأكل كل طالبة طعامها. Every female student should eat her food. Lastly, the instruction says كون جملتين في كل منهما فعل مضارع مضطل الآخر. You are to form 2 sentences. Each of them should have a present tense verb whose ending is sick, who has a sick ending, majzum bilam al-amr, and this present tense verb should be in the jussive case carrying sukun because of the lam al-amr. I can say first ليقضي القاضي بالعدل. The judge should judge with justice. Next I can say ليهدي الله الكفار. May Allah, like pray, it is like praying. This here, you know, it as command. It's like praying that Allah should guide those who are the disbelievers. So with this, we come to the end of this lesson. I hope you had a good time with this lesson. If you do, make sure you like, share with your friends. Importantly, drop a comment in the comment section, and do not forget to hit on the join button below to join our membership or members only content. Until we meet again, jazakumullahu khairan for staying tuned. Wassalamu alaikum.